I rise today to honor the life and heroic actions of Ryan Keith Cox. On May 31st, the year's largest mass shooting in America struck in our Virginia Beach community. Keith was amongst the 12 wonderful people who lost their lives in the tragedy. In his final moments, Keith showed extraordinary bravery. Keith was an active and irreplaceable member of our community. He regularly attended his father's church, New Host Baptist Church, where he sang in the choir with his renowned golden voice. He had hoped to follow his calling and in his father's footsteps and become more active in the ministry. For 12 years, Keith served in the city of Virginia Beach as a public utilities employee. His co-workers described him as someone who was always nice to others and treated colleagues to lunch. One colleague called Keith a teddy bear who always knew what to say to make an upset colleague smile. Those who know him say Keith embodied leadership. Keith's friends and family agree that he made his impact by putting the needs of others before his own. Keith's last day on earth was no different. During the shooting, Keith led several of his co-workers to safety. Keith then refused to take refuge, stating, "I've got to see if anyone else needs help." Keith stood watched and checked on his colleagues, voluntarily exposing himself to a deadly line of fire. One of Keith's colleagues summed it up. If it wasn't for him, there would have been several more people who perished. In our community's darkest hour, Keith prioritized the safety of his colleagues over his own. He was a true servant leader who made the ultimate sacrifice. This is our chance to tell Keith's story, to showcase his heroism to our community, our Commonwealth, and our nation. I was proud to introduce this bill to name a local post office after Keith. When we walk by that post office and see Keith's name, we'll think of the sacrifice and of the lives that he saved. I thank the Virginia delegation for supporting this bipartisan legislation to honor Keith's legacy and impact on our Virginia Beach community. I urge support of this bill and yield back my time.